Good morning people, and welcome back to the YouTube. So fucking hell, I don't even know where to start this video. It is currently Wednesday the 4th of March and 7 o'clock in the morning, out doing my morning walk. Number one thing, obviously since Saturday kind of afternoon, the boys been getting bombed, and yeah, it's mad, isn't it? Bit of a strange situation, but as you can see, life in Dubai is going on as normal. There's people out playing paddle, I'm out for a walk, people walking dogs, so it's not the end of the world just yet. But the reason I'm recording this video is because it is Shoot Peak week. So even though there's bombs dropping, we're continuing on as usual. So in this week's video, we're going to cover exactly what I'm going to do to be as prepared as I possibly can be for this shoot on Saturday. So we are literally 3 days away from doing that. This week so far I haven't really recorded anything up until now because nothing really has changed. Monday and Tuesday I've trained as usual. In saying that, the goal this week has been to shift a lot of fatigue. So I came into the week quite tired, obviously with what's been going on over the weekend. Sleep hasn't been as good, there's a lot of uncertainty, you can say, as to what's happening. I've been staying up a little bit later, so Monday, Tuesday trained as usual, and I've just dropped in the intensity, so still doing the same amount of volume that I usually do, but I definitely didn't push the failure. So upper and lower have been ticked off. Today is, and food has been the same, and today is the first day where we're going to start the carb load, which is exciting. So to push some food again, and yeah, I'm gonna go take you through the full process, and we're gonna do that at home after the walk. But I just wanted to catch up with you first on all that is going on. Another thing that's meant to be happening, and we don't know if it will, is we're going to Thailand on this time next week, which is very, very exciting. So we'll see if the airport is actually going to be open, because as of the current moment it's not. So we'll see what's going to happen there. Look, if it happens, great. If not, it is what it is. But yeah, first things first, I want to go through this shoot prep and get this diet done. I'm actually really happy with how I'm looking at the moment. I weighed in this morning, the lowest I've weighed in years. I can't remember the last time I actually weighed in at 97.6, so it's the lowest weigh-in of prep altogether. And yeah, feeling good, feeling ready to go, feeling ready to carb up. Yeah, since this start of this week I've been feeling a bit depleted, is the best way to describe it. I've been feeling flat, I've been feeling hungry, I've been feeling tired. The time to push carbs back in place, fill out the rig a little bit and see how the body is looking. But so far so good, really happy with the look already, but I know there is levels that we can improve from here. I already took my morning physique to show you how I was looking like prior to eating or drinking absolutely anything. The video quality might not be the best because it was at around 6:30 this morning, so I don't know if you're going to be able to see everything as well as you would during the day, but I wanted to show you how I'm actually looking prior to actually carbing up whatsoever, to show you actually the difference that it makes in a physique. Rachel booked Thailand for us as a surprise for my birthday, but she did have to say it to me because of obviously doing the shoe prep, and she was like, listen, I don't know when you're looking to finish this up, but you need to get it done before your birthday because we're going to Thailand. So I was really excited about that. Thailand has been a dream for me for years, obviously doing Thai boxing back in the day, so I'm really fucking looking forward to it. And if it doesn't happen, I'll be absolutely sick, but hopefully the next video you see is going to be us going to Thailand. Okay lads, what is going on? So we are going to run through the game plan for the next 3 days, well 4 days basically, with the shoot day on Saturday morning. So as I said at the beginning earlier, this week is all about reducing fatigue. Okay, firstly through training, so not pushing to failure in sessions, and secondly through nutrition as well. So that's going to be introduction of carbs back in, well, not that they were ever gone, but introducing higher amounts of carbs. And you know, how are we going to break all of that down? First things first, today what we are doing is going from yesterday's calories were 2,300 essentially and 230 grams of carbs. Today they are going to be 2,800 and essentially 300 grams of carbs. So meals are the same as usual. There's nothing major that's going to be changing here, and that's something that, you know, a lot of mistakes people make is they on during peak week, you know, or if you want to call it that, they will introduce new things, throwing something mad on top, and all you end up doing is having foods that you haven't had before, you don't know how your body is going to respond to, and potentially throwing off your digestion. So we are not going to do that. What I'm going to have today is my omelette, and I'm going to have 4 slices of bread with that. Then I'm going to have my 50 grams of oats, 20 grams of honey, 1 banana as usual. Then I'm going to have my chicken, 100 grams of rice, which I am dying to have. Then I'm going to have my beef mince, 100 grams of rice again, and then I might have a little snack here in the evening, something a little bit sweeter. And then on Thursday, I'm planning on having 3,100 calories and 400 grams of carbs, so 100 carb increase. And again, all of these things that I have here are a plan, right? But plans change depending on how the physique responds. And, you know, I think that's another mistake people make. And, you know, even if you are getting coached by someone and they give you a step-by-step plan of exactly what's going to happen during a peak week, whether it's for a photo shoot, whatever it may be, they probably don't have a clue what they're doing, because unless they've worked with you and they know exactly how your body is going to respond, you know, they're just pulling information out of their arse, because like these are all estimates. Everything that I do from this point onwards is going to depend on 2 main things. Number 1, how is my body looking after eating all of the food today? Like, that is the most important thing. At the end of the day, nothing else matters. I'm doing a photo shoot, achieve a specific look. So if I eat more carbs, I look worse off, or whatever it may be, that's going to determine my next step. Secondly, digestion. Okay, if I am eating a lot of extra carbs and it's just not digesting as well, and you know, I'm bloating, whatever it may be happening, you know, pushing more food is probably not going to be the answer. So again, there is a lot of things that are going to, you know, decide the next steps, and they're going to be literally done the morning of, or the next morning, to determine, okay, what is the game plan? Is everything going, you know, according to the plan, or do we need to adjust? And then thirdly, you know, you have things like the scale weight. How is the scale weight responding, etc. But that is literally I'm not going to say irrelevant, but it's the main two things is how am I looking, how is my body actually digesting through the food. So tomorrow's game plan, if everything goes according to plan, is 3100 calories and 400 grams of carbs. Breakfast is going to be yogurt with 50 grams of granola and 20 grams of honey and some berries in there. Then we have pre-workout because tomorrow I'm actually going to train. So today is a rest day. I am going to do my boxing session as usual. And then tomorrow I'm going to do my last weight session, which is just going to be a pump up really of all upper body. And then again, I'm going to have rice cakes with jam, 4 rice cakes with jam to get myself used to eating that, because that's what I'm going to have pre-shoot. And post-workout, oats are going up to 80 grams, 20 grams of honey, 1 banana. Then we are same again for my next meal after that: chicken, 100 grams of rice, vegetables, 250 mince, 100 grams of rice, vegetables. And again, if all is going well, I might have something sweet to finish off the day, whether that is rice cakes with jam again, or maybe something a little bit more processed. And that's another thing before I get into the last day is processed foods and digestion. So a big goal of these next few days is to make sure that digestion is as good as it possibly can be. So I'm going to limit myself from drinking or eating anything that may cause or upset digestion being off. The likes of monsters, anything like flavored drinks, anything like that, even sauces are going to be limited quite a lot. And then I'm also pulling out anything that may cause me to hold water, so the likes of creatine, anything that can throw off the look essentially. So we're going to try keep things as clean as possible. Friday, if everything goes to plan, we're pushing calories up to 3,500. We are dropping protein at this point to 160 grams, and the carbs are going up to 580. So the reason for dropping protein, which it could be even lower, is allowing the body to digest the food as easily as possible. So proteins are going to be the hardest foods to digest, which is why we want to drop them down. So this is where, again, we're keeping things quite simple. Yogurt, as usual, 100 grams of granola at this point, 30 grams of honey. Oats are going up to 100 grams, honey is going up to 30, and then we still have our banana. Then lunch is going to look a little bit different. There's a drop from 250 chicken to 125 grams, and rice is going up to 150 grams of uncooked rice. Then the next meal, very much so similar: 125 grams of mince, 150 grams of rice. And then the last meal of the day is going to be 150 grams of rice, 30 grams of honey, and a banana. It's a bit of a mad one, but what I am trying to do here is reduce fiber as much as possible. So there is no veg here there's only fruit in the first meal. Obviously there's going to be 2 bananas in the day as well, so there's going to be a little bit of fiber from those, but outside of that there's going to be no direct fiber. And also another thing I'm going to do here is limit my salt a little bit as well, so then when I reintroduce it back on morning of the shoot, the body is going to respond very well to that and basically allow me to bring out some vascularity as well on the shoot day. So this is the game plan. Things could change. I could be responding extremely well from this, and I could actually push my carbs even more. But for the time being, I'd rather stay on the more cautious side, let the body do its thing, get a good night's sleep tonight, see how the body is responding, and just update you as the week is going on. So right now, it's 9:30. I'm going to have my first meal, which is my eggs, my 4 slices of bread, which I'm looking forward to. I'm starving at this point, and I am going to go boxing then after that. So I'll catch up, which is if there is anything else going on. I won't be showing you every single meal because you would have seen them 10 times over at this point. Friday I might actually show you the meals that I am having because they will be big enough, so it'll be something interesting to see, and we will go from there. Okay, morning lads, what is going on? So it is Thursday morning and we are getting the pre-workout snack in. 4 rice cakes, 60 grams of jam, training nice and early this morning, which is going to be a good bit of practice for the actual shoot in itself because that's going to be early in the morning. So yeah, I'm looking forward to getting these in. But I already showed you, or I might show you now, the update, physique update from this morning, and I was very, very happy with it. Definitely looking better off. My scale weight this morning was up to 98.4, so up about 0.7 of a kilo after yesterday's carbs, which is absolutely fine. Again, as long as I'm looking better, that's the main focus. That's all I'm really worried about. And yeah, overall feeling good. I think one main thing to say is that after getting the carbs in yesterday, the food focus is down quite a bit. So I didn't wake up thinking, oh, I'm looking forward to the next meal, basically. So that is a positive. And yeah, looking fuller. Haven't seen myself look this kind of like full in the morning in a very long time. For the last while, I've been kind of waking up, just being like, fucking hell, what am I doing here? Because I feel like I'm fading away in the mornings, and only after a full day of eating, I was looking somewhat decent. So I was happy out with that this morning. And yeah, we're gonna get in, do a full upper pump. Literally, I'm not looking to get anything out of this session, but just moving a bit of blood around, moving those carbs around the body, and getting some movement in, and that's it. And yeah, that's the last bit of work done for before the photo shoot prep. Then it's just going to be resting and more carbs. Like with the game plan, I'm going to see, obviously, as I said, how I'm looking tomorrow morning, and based off that is where I will decide whether I push the carbs up according to plan, or do we stick to what I've had today and see how I look. But again, we'll see. So yeah, I'm gonna enjoy these, and I'll see you in a bit. Morning lads, what is happening? So it is Friday morning, day before the shoot. You would have seen the physique update from this morning, and honestly, I'm very, very happy with how I'm looking. The scale weight this morning was 98.1, which is a very good sign because the body is taking in the carbs, and I'm not, bloating, I'm not putting on any major weight, and yeah, the body is feeling fresh. That's one thing I can say about this morning, is I actually feel a lot better. I started off this week feeling a little bit groggy, you could say, a little bit slow, and yeah, feeling much better. Again, I'm just looking at the physique update here, and yeah, really happy with how I'm looking. I think the waist is staying nice and tidy, plenty of definition across the boards, just some striations in the quads as well, some striations in the chest. And I just know that with a little bit more food and obviously a proper pump on and everything else, I'm going to be very happy with the result. So yeah, all around happy out. Today I'm actually going to show you everything. So far we've been just going through the updates each morning, just seeing how I'm doing, but today I'm going to show you every single meal, and we are going to start off with meal one right now. Some yogurt, granola, berries and honey. So let's get it done. Right, so this is meal one. 800 calories. We have 350 of zero fat Greek yogurt. We have 100 grams of granola, 100 grams of berries, and 30 grams of honey. Probably should have used a bigger bowl, but being honest, I didn't put the dishwasher on last night, so we don't have a bigger bowl. But yeah, I'm gonna dig into this. The plan for the day is just to prep for tomorrow as best as possible. So I'm going to get my hair cut, going to shave, going to do all those small bits and bobs, and obviously work. I have a few calls with some of the lads, and then just chill out. Like, the work is all done. It's all about just putting the feet up, relaxing as much as possible, limiting the steps a little bit. I'm going to try staying under the 8,000 step mark, just to rest the body as much as possible and just feel fresh coming into tomorrow. Right, so we've got meal 2 going down. 100 grams of oats made in water, a banana, and then 30 grams of honey. I actually had to pop out into the shops to get the honey. I got the pure kind of set honey rather than the squeezy chat, and there's like the purge in there, because obviously because of all the strikes we get these alerts and your phone just goes off. It goes on a mad one, and it doesn't matter if your phone is on like whatever, silent, if you have airplane mode, whatever it is, it still goes off. I don't know if you'll be able to see it there. And literally everyone's phone started going off, saying fucking seek shelter and all this. And there I am buying honey for my oats. But yeah, meal 2 going down, feeling good, got the haircut sorted. It is currently 20 to 4. I spent the last couple of hours working away, catching up with some of the lads on calls, and we have meal 3 going down. So it is 150 grams of uncooked rice, so it is quite a big bowl. There is 125 grams of beef mince, a drizzle of barbecue sauce on there, a little bit of seasoning, and a touch of salt. So that's going to be my last meal with salt in it for the day, and we're just going to get the body a little bit more sensitive to sodium. So in the morning when I do have some salt before I start pumping up, it's going to help me get that little bit more vascular. At this point, I'm only going to sip on water whenever I need it. I'm not going to restrict myself. I don't want to be dehydrated either, but I'm not going to guzzle down a load of water either. So the goal for today is about 2 litres of water, and to finish it off by about 6 p.m. the latest. And from there we're going to be able to we should be able to see a bit of a drier look tomorrow morning. But yeah, that's another thing to keep in mind. Going to enjoy this and relax. I have a majority of my steps for the day. I think I'm on 6,000, or at least close to 6,000 steps. Yeah, literally 5,962. And yeah, literally just going to chill out. I have another meal like this coming up in a couple of hours, so I'll catch up with you then. Right, so just out on a little walk. It is 6 p.m. exactly, and I'm going to tick off the last 2k of steps for the day. I'm actually not used to doing so little steps in the day, so I actually felt rotten sitting there on the couch just chilling. And yeah, I don't know if you can see, I shaved my face. I was looking in the mirror and I was like, fucking hell, I nailed it with the condition. I'm feeling good, feeling full. 2 more meals to go and I'm going to be ready 100%. I'm very, very happy with how this diet has went, this little prep has went for this photo shoot, and I can definitely say I'm in a great place mentally. You know, I've done a couple of photo shoots, done 2 exactly photo shoots before, and coming out of both of them I was just dying to get out of it, just dying to you know, eat more food and being very focused on that, and nearly being sick of training altogether and just kind of like just not really excited. You know, I feel like it really drained me doing those preps before, where this one I've really enjoyed the process, and I'm actually looking forward to my next goals as well. Like I don't feel drained at all. So yeah, I'm in a great position here at the moment. Happy with how I'm looking, and I think in the next video, depending on what happens in life, we're going to do a breakdown of what the next goals are. And I was actually sitting around and, you know, planning out some of those goals, so we're going to go through them once everything is set in place. It's going to be interesting. But on the actual peak week in itself, it was very, very simple, and I think this is something that a lot of people misunderstand and actually cause themselves a lot more damage than good when it comes to, you know, peaking, whether it's for a show or a photo shoot, whatever it may be. It's just overcomplicating it. Like, first of all, unless you are absolutely peeled, which I don't think I am. I think I'm in great shape, but I don't think I'm like peeled to the bone, kind of bodybuilding standard. Like, unless you are, you probably don't need to do anything. Literally just freshen up the body and eat a little bit more to literally feel good, refuel, and show up as best as you can, which is essentially what I'm doing. Because, you know, you have people who are doing things like water loads and using diuretics for drying out as much as possible, but again, unless you are absolutely peeled, and even then, a lot of those things can just cause you more harm than good. So my approach with this was, again, just get rid of as much fatigue as possible and carb up to feel as good as possible, to get the body feeling fresh coming into the photo shoot, and that should really take care a lot in and of itself. Just being able to show up, be lean obviously, but come in as full as possible as well. Like, just allow the body to get a proper solid pump, and yeah, the pictures are going to look good. Meal number 4 of the day, we have 150 grams of rice again. 125 was meant to be, but it literally, some of it fell on the floor, so I'd say about 100, just over 100 grams of beef mince, a little bit of seasoning, some mustard on it, and it's going down. You know, not the fanciest meals at the moment, but it's literally for a purpose. I don't know if you can see me, and yeah, gonna get it in. Last meal of the day, we have 150 grams of rice. It's 150 uncooked rice again. So I've had 450 grams of rice in total today, literally half a bag of rice. A banana and 30 grams of honey. And I know you might be thinking, you know, what a fucking strange meal. It is. I obviously wouldn't be eating that normally, but it is just carbs, no protein. Again, the goal is to get a good bit of carbs to fill up tomorrow, and yeah, look good. Let me see if I can show you. We're looking jacked. Good morning. So it is 20 to 7 and it's the morning of the shoot. I've been up since 6. I've had literally half a cup of black coffee just to make me go to the toilet, and yeah, we're on track. I woke up this morning 97.4 to be exact, so down a bit of a chunk from yesterday, which I was actually quite surprised about, but that's, you know, body weight for you. It will do things that you don't necessarily expect. Now, there could be a lot of factors, obviously water not being there as much, good few factors, but overall in a good spot, feeling good, feeling full. Happy that I went to the toilet, because I woke up feeling, obviously after eating quite a lot yesterday, I did wake up feeling quite stuffed, so I'm happy out with that. I'm getting my bits ready to go. I have the bits of food that I'm gonna have later, so well, later in about 20 minutes. I'm gonna have the banana. I'm gonna start having my rice cakes with jam, honey, and then some salt as well. So that is literally all I'm gonna have before the shoot, because it does start, or it will start at 8. It's in the gym that I usually train in the locker, so it should be only about 10-15 minute drive max. Then after that, we should be going to the beach to do the second part of it there. So yeah, right now I just need to get my shit ready and get going. So I'll probably catch you in the gym. I'll show you the sunrise from the apartment. Overall, feeling good, nice and lean, plenty of definition, feeling full. And yeah, it's all gonna come down to the pump up now. If I can pump up, feel good, that's the main thing, because I was already in a shape that I was happy with. Like, I could have done the shoot yesterday or even the day before, and I would have been happy. But right now, I just need to get a solid pump, and yeah, feel fresh. Right, we're in the locker. Have my jam rice cakes. Have a fucking hell. Sorry. Double espresso here as well, just to wake me up, help me get a pump on. And yeah, I'm gonna get this in. Should start in the next 20 minutes. I'm gonna get this in, start pumping up. And yeah, Rachel's gonna be on camera duty.
No.
Cool. He's had it, but
That is cool.
it looks sick, doesn't he?
Yeah, show him that.
Yes, come on. Yes. As fast as you can.
You know you look good. Ah, they look so cool. What's the hardest part? Having to tense?
Yeah. Just holding the breath. Yeah. I'd say I could get a bit more of a pump out of him downstairs.
Legs look better. Stay like that.
Yeah,
Thank you. Well, how are you feeling post gym shoot part?
yeah, good.
Did you enjoy that?
Yeah.
You're getting a bit tired, are you?
Yeah, it's some shit, like, you know what I mean? Right, so that is the shoot done and dusted, and yeah, it was great. It was on point. I looked back on some of the pictures that Rachel took as kind of behind the scenes and whatnot, and I'm happy. I'm really happy with how it turned out, with the shape that I brought, the condition, everything like that. Really happy. And I think the most important thing to me is the place that I'm in general. Like, yes, I'm happy with my physique, but I'm also very happy with, you know, my performance side of things. I'm still strong. I'm in a good place with my fitness as well, probably the fittest I've been in years, obviously with the boxing training and everything like that. And yeah, I'm all around very happy with how it went. So we obviously done the shoot in the gym. We then went on to Kite Beach, got a few shots out there, and yeah, back home now, got a shower, and I'm having my post-shoot meal. And to everyone's disappointment, it's not going to be some big filthy meal. It's just my usual eggs with some onions, tomatoes. I have a green apple here, but I did, however, instead of bread, I got I don't know if you can see that, a blueberry muffin. It doesn't actually look the best, to be honest, but yeah, I got that in the gym while I was there, and yeah, I'm going to enjoy that. We're definitely going out for a meal later on to not even celebrate this, but just to relax. Obviously, things have been so fucking hectic out here that I didn't realize how much time, you know, we spent in the apartment and, you know, thinking about everything that's going on at the moment. So we're going to go out, relax, enjoy some food. I actually don't know where we're going to go yet, but we are 100% going out for a meal later. And yeah, I'm just going to enjoy the weekend, relax, and back to the usual, back to the graft from Monday with training. There's going to be some good few adjustments made, so I'm excited for that.